It's time for Country Style USA.
Stay all night, stay a little longer, dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, coat in the corner. Don't see why you don't stay a little longer.
Well, hi there, everybody. And this is Richard Hayes saying welcome to Country Style USA, presented transcribed by your United States Army in cooperation with this radio station. Country Style USA features the best in country and folk music, and, of course, the biggest stars are always on hand to provide our music. And our special guest this week, Mr. Hawkshaw Hawkins. And here to tell you all about our show is our special guest, Hawkshaw Hawkins.
All right, thank you a lot there, Richard Hay, and we want to say a very cheerful good day to you. Hope you're all feeling good, and this is Hawkshaw Hawkins talking to you with a few songs we'd like to sing for you. We'd like to get started here with one of my records, one called Why Don't You Leave This Town? Why don't you leave this town? Quit kicking my heart around. You're just a heartache to me, 'cause you bring back sad memories. Please leave this town. I don't want to cry anymore. I've done too much crying before, so leave this town. You're out with somebody new. Every time I look at you, it's the same old story. Honey, you could never be true. Why don't you pack your grip and take a one-way trip? Do an old sweetheart a favor and leave this town. Why don't you leave this town? Quit kicking my heart around. You're just a heartache to me, 'cause you bring back sad memories. Please leave this town. I don't want to cry anymore. I've done too much crying before, so leave this town. You're out with somebody new. Every time I look at you, it's the same old story. Honey, you could never be true. Why don't you pack your grip and take a one-way trip? Do an old sweetheart a favor and leave this town. All right. Thank you very much, boys. Bless your hearts, every one of you. Well, friends, we hope you enjoyed that little tune. We've got another one, though, we'd like to do for you, one that has really done all right for the Hawkins family, and we hope maybe that you might like it, too, this afternoon. A little thing here called How Can Anything So Pretty Be So Doggone Me? Yes, baby, you are beautiful, I've got to hand you that. You've got me oh so goggle-eyed, I don't know where I'm at. I've tried my best to melt you down, you little frost machine. How can anything so pretty be so doggone mean? You're just a little charmer that's so tempting and so bold. You like to set a guy on fire and then turn on the cold. I've tried my best to melt you down, you little old frost machine. How can anything so pretty be so doggone mean? Be laughing up your sleeve to see me in a sweat, but I have got a notion that you're playing hard to get. To win your love's the hardest thing that I have ever seen. How can anything so pretty be so doggone mean? You're just the little charmer that's so tempting and so bold. You like to set a guy on fire and then turn on the coal. I've tried my best to melt you down, you little old frost machine. How can anything so pretty be so doggone mean? Just the little charmer that's so tempting and so bold. You like to set a guy on fire and then turn on the coal. I've tried my best to melt you down, you little frost machine. How can anything so pretty be so doggone mean? All right, yes sirree. Thank you very much there, fellas. That's one of my latest records. We hope maybe you folks might have liked that a whole lot. But right now, friends, here's a fella that we know that you're going to like too. So if he's ready, you can come in and talk with Mr. Hayes.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Hawkshaw. You know, I've always found it to be true that a man with a good eye to the future makes a good soldier. That's why so many bright young men and women are joining the United States Army now. For Army life is an exciting career, and believe me, there's plenty of room up at the top. Today, American soldiers get the finest technical training in the world. Every man is a specialist, a master at his job. And the Army sees to it that every man is trained to do his job, and what's more important, do it right. Because the Army is growing so rapidly, today's soldiers are being promoted fast. Oh, you work hard, sure, but believe me, the rewards are really well worth it. The Army needs healthy, intelligent young men and women, volunteers from 18 to 34. So if you've got what it takes, well, then you think seriously about an Army career. Stop in at your nearest United States Army recruiting station. Get all the facts about what the Army has to offer you. And what have we got to offer you right now? More fine country music by Mr. Hawkshaw Hawkins.
Thank you there, Mr. DeCays. Thank you very, very much. Right now, neighbor, we got a song we'd like to kind of slow down a little bit on the program. Here's one that I also recorded, and we sincerely hope that you enjoy a whole lot, entitled One White Rose. We danced in the night, dear, a night of delight, dear, and I gave a white rose to you. But then in the dawn, dear, the sun found you gone, dear. A white rose lay crushed in the dew. Her love was a rose tossed away. For what was one rose when you had a bouquet? You laughed at my caring, still I'll go on wearing a white rose in my heart for you. Her love was a rose tossed away. For what was one rose when you had a bouquet? You laughed at my caring, still I'll go on wearing a white rose in my heart for you. Thank you very, very much. Well, sir, it's instrumental time on the show right now, and it's time for the Nighthawks to get away with one called the Steel Guitar Jubilee. thank you, boys. That was sure fine. Well, friends, I'd like to stop here for just a second or so, and I want you to get a pencil because it's kind of long. And the reason I say I want you to get a pencil is because we want you to write to us. Now, here's the address in case you'd like to drop us a card or letter sometime. Write to Country Style, USA, Country Style, USA, RPC, Governor's Island, New York 4, New York. Now, remember that. Country Style, USA, RPC, Governor's Island, New York 4, New York. Our time is up. I want to thank you for listening, but this is Hawkshaw saying for all the boys and myself, for so long and behave yourself, everybody.
Stay all night, stay a little longer, dance all night, dance a little longer, pull on the coat, pull it in the corner, don't see why you don't stay a little longer.
Country Style USA is presented transcribed each week by your United States Army's recruiting service in cooperation with this radio station. Our special guest this week, Mr. Hawkshaw Hawkins. This program was produced and directed by the Recruiting Publicity Center for the United States Army, and this is Richard Hayes speaking, inviting you to join us next week, same time, same station, for another edition of Country Style USA. And in the meantime, reminding you that this year more than ever before, in the Army, you serve your country and yourself.